industrial fund, we have to send them with signatures, but they will email us a copy of their signatures.
Let's go on partial agree.
Sorry?
Let's go on partial agree.
Yeah. Well, they don't trust us, but we trust them. That's the message I take.
Mueller AMI System.
This is James Swan. He's metrology territory manager for Mueller.
Okay.
He is our guy for our AMI system, the radio read system. And there's
The big
some-
guy.
Yes, new information to share. I'll let him go from there.
There he goes.
Oh, so he's-
All right, good evening, everybody. I'm here to talk to you today about upgrading your current AMI system to a higher performance radio system. So your existing system is what we call the V3 system. We now have the V4 system, which is a more powerful radio and collector system. And I'm going to go through what that is and why it's necessary, and how we go about implementing it. So your current system uses 4 collectors and 132 repeaters. The new radios are powerful enough that you only need 2 collectors and 12 repeaters, so it's a much higher performance level. You can see here that's where your 4 collectors are now. The 2 collectors would be the 2 green arrows that you see there, and the rest would be the white arrows of the repeaters. So the new components that go into this is the new multi-network collector. So the big driver of this change is that these phone service providers, which is how data gets from the collector to your head-end software, they are eliminating 3G. 3G has become obsolete, which is something I'm sure you're aware of. When your phone moves from 4G to 3G on your phone, all of a sudden your internet gets slow. They're not really supporting it that much anymore, and as of February 2022, it'll be gone altogether. So we need a system that runs on 4G, and thinking ahead, we have a new system that is modular. The new collectors are modular, so if it ever changes again from 4G, you can just change the card rather than changing the whole collector. As well as every component in the new collectors is modular, so if something goes wrong with any given component, we can change it without having to change the entire component. As well, there's new repeaters that use the V4 technology, but they are basically the same design otherwise. There'll be a new handheld and a new maintenance radio, and then there's the new hangers, which are here on display. The old hangers have this cradle style. The new hangers attached to the new nodes, they can screw in directly, so it's all one unit. There's no wiring. And then in the metal pit ones, we have this, what they call the TTLA, and that's the one that you see that has the metal rivets. That is an amplifying antenna to help produce the signal further when you're using a metal lid. So we've made a lot of changes in the technology to improve its power and to improve the collector that collects the data from these radios. We've also added data storage, which currently your collectors, they get the data from the radios and they immediately send them to your software. Something happens, tornado takes out a cell tower, something that can't send out the signal, you lose that chunk of data. In the new system, that data is stored, and when the signal is able to reach again, when the cellular connection is rebuilt, it'll send all that data and fill in the holes of where you were missing that data. So like I said, the reason that this is being done other than just the improvements, is that the V3 life cycle is ending because 3G cellular backlog is going away. And AT&T has it on their frequently asked questions that 2022 in February will be obsolete. So we need to make this change in order to get, in the future you'll have to have a newer system that runs 4G. And this system will allow you to change over time with any other future innovations that the phone companies come up with. But then we suggest we get started on it now because it's already pretty bad, 3G. And as they support it less and less, it'll get even worse long before February 2022 hits. So just a summary of the upgrade investment, the infrastructure equipment, which would be the new collectors and repeaters, would be around $43,000. The installation services are around $25,000. That does not include the project management fees. Your annual fees are basically the same. They're the same services you're paying for now. They'll just be for 4G instead of for 3G, and they'll be for these components instead of for the components. And then there's an estimate there on the meters and nodes that would need to be fine-tuned by the water company to determine exactly how many meters they would want to change out, radios they would want to change out up front as opposed to over time. Our prop study is based on using all TTLs, these new hangars, and so if you're not using them, we might have to make adjustments to the number of infrastructure required. Any questions?
So you wanna replace every single thing we have?
Do what now?
We wanna replace everything we just put in?
This system will work with both the 3 and the 4, is that
Yes,
correct?
the radios do not have to be changed all up front.
Right.
What will happen is you'll change the infrastructure, and the infrastructure will be able to read both the old radios and the new radios that work with these antennas, these new hangars. And as a node dies, the battery dies, or something happens, someone cuts the meter line or something, when you send those in for warranty replacements or repairs, you'll be able to upgrade those to the new radios. So you can do the transition.
Right,
over
you're
time.
phasing out on producing the V3s, is that right?
That's correct, because we can't continue to produce new product for the future, which is why we make these, we make all of our new products backwards compatible, because we can't produce the new stuff if we're spending the time producing the old stuff, and the old stuff is not going to be supported by the third-party components. In this case, the cellular companies.
Basically just wanted him to come this evening and throw it out there, to let you guys see what's going on with all this and have plenty of time to ask questions and kind of develop a business plan, how we want to approach this. Like you said,
We have a choice.
yeah, we'll have to change. And just like the way it is now with our collectors, if the collector goes down, we have to replace the whole thing. We can't just, like you said, change a card or change a component in there, which would be easier. But faster, less infrastructure is good. Those new three-bullet antennas are great. We have a lot of the other ones get hit by lawnmowers and everything. They're good. All of our metal lids have been drilled. If you guys remember the plastic lids that I brought before the board before, they're pretty pricey. They're great lids, but we did the like grommet type thing where those antennas stick right underneath the lid, which they work great. But this would even work better at getting the signal out, which that's the whole thing, getting the signal out so you have less infrastructure to bring the signal in. They struggle underneath the metal, but getting them that way out is a good solution as well. It's cheaper than buying plastic ones. But those work with V4s, not the V3s, is that correct?
That's correct.
So to enable that, you would have to have new collectors.
Yes, to start getting the floors.
Just kind of want to look at it, like I the installation we can do our own, like installing collectors, no, but the repeaters and then changing stuff out, that's what we do. So we
This
could do a lot
price
of that.
here for installation before project management fees would be cut in half if you install
Yeah.
your own repeaters.
It's basically a repair, and basically this,
And we'll do the collectors, which are the ones on top of the really tall towers. So you won't
Right.
do that.
and that is a good price. I've had to have people get up on the towers to change them before it's expensive.
How long have we used the system?
2013 is when we first implemented. It's good, it does work. I don't know what happened with Tina's stuff as far as that goes. But
That sounds like it was a separate program, the calling program.
it's a calling program, yeah, and the way the system sends signals too, it's like large leaks, you let them know a large leak's something major, so you have to address it. And then it looks at us as a normal that way. But it's a good system, we like it. But at this time, just food for thought, I'll bring it back next month, and any questions you guys have over the next month, let us know, but we do need to be working on changing.
Very good.
And it passes quickly.
Yeah, and technology changes quickly, which is why we wanted to make sure our new products, they are capable of changing.
Yeah.
Because technology is changing exponentially. You guys are already on the front end, you have an AMI. Some people put an AMR, and it's already now, AMI is everywhere. So, the world changes fast.
It sure does.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Does anybody else have anything they want to bring forward tonight?